Yo, shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do, man. I'm excited to be back for another live stream, answering your questions on sync licensing. Later on, we're doing some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. So that's going to be super dope. But first, as always, we got to start out with checking in with the people in the chat. Then we're going to go over to some wins. We got Jason Revels in the building. What's good, bro? Good to see you. We got Janie HB in the building, chopping it up with Jason. And then we got Aaron. What's good, Aaron? Good to see you, brother. Truman in the building. What's good? Excited to see you guys. Shout out to my Sync Producer Hub members over at syncproducerhub.com. If you're not a member, you need to tap in so you can learn how to produce, prepare, and pitch, place, and ready music for TV and get the ball rolling. Learn how to monetize your music for Sync and make it happen, man. Stop sitting on that music, letting that music sit on your hard drive, doing absolutely nothing, because, yeah, that's not good for anybody. So, yeah, man, super excited. Shades registration has been open this week and this week only. You have like 2 more days to grab your tickets before registration closes at the end of the month. And then, yeah, you're just going to be locked out until we open it back up. And when we open it back up, the price will go up. So make sure you lock in, get your tickets. The link is pinned in the chat. Also, if you have a copy of the I Make Music Not Excuses journal, you can also scan the QR code in this book. It's on page 175. If you want an easy way to get access to that ticket, that'll take you straight to the site, and then you can get signed up, registered. We're also doing, we brought back the Brief Beast this year, which is an opportunity for you to produce music for our actual theme. And you get it synced. We pay you $1,000. Your music is playing in the room, in the conference with all the music supervisors and publishers there. This is going to be super dope. And social media, all of that stuff. So definitely tap in, get your ticket, get access to that brief so you can compete, because it's going to be lit. Also, the first 100 people to get their tickets will also be in the room for music supervisors reviewing their music the night before. So it's going to be super dope. We got Allison Penn in the building from Pyrump. Dinner tonight, Bertoli. She pulled the Bertolis back out. Beef bologna with garlic bread. We got Nico in the building. What's good? I Love Yoshi is in the building. What's good, Yoshi? We got LV Drizzle in the building. We got Easy One Audio in the building. Good to see you, Easy One Audio. Shout out to Logic Pro, Bounce Stems and Logic Pro. Super dope. So yeah, man, let's see what kind of wins we have this week. I think we got a couple in there. Let's check it out. Jason Dowdy. Jason Dowdy hit level 8. We don't even have that many people at level 8. That's crazy. Says, thanks for the extra likes lately, Jason Revels. I've joined the club. So yeah, shout out to Jason, just reached level 8 in the community. Devin, what's good, man? Good to see you. Let's see. Aaron got rejected. Let's read this. This is interesting because it's in the win section, but it's a rejection. Let's see how he flips it. Just heard back from a library. I put some music up for a few days ago, and they respectfully declined to move forward. Why is this a win? Because I got a response in the first place. LOL. Seriously, though, it does help me feel like my stuff is getting out there, even if I've not gotten the response I like to get. That's absolutely a win, man, because as we talk about all the time, like the majority of producers never even pitch. They're so scared. They're so nervous of like the rejection. Like, I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen. They just say no, and then you continue to live and move on with your life. Like, it's not that bad. So if you can get past the fear of being rejected and get past the wanting everything to be perfect before you start, then boom, the ball is rolling. And then you figure out, you get that first rejection. You're just like, oh, that's it. All right, move on to the next one. And then you realize it's really a numbers game, because then you put up, 100 shots, but one of those shots are going to go in. So shout out to Aaron for taking that first step, getting that first rejection. He's closer to the yes. I love to see it, man. Thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it this week, man. I did find out I had some placements, some new placements kind of roll in, some cue sheets rolling in. So I should be seeing that soon. Shout out to all the BMI and ASCAP members who got their royalty checks. You guys are celebrating. We got KJ Lighthouse in the building. What's good, KJ? So yeah, I got a couple placements on the Braxtons. Shout out to the Braxtons. They seem to always pop up somewhere in my career. So shout out to the Braxtons. Shout out to the World Cup. There was some type of show. I don't know what it was. It had World Cup in it. So I got some music on there. We'll have to look into that, see exactly what that was, and then some other show. It was a lot of episodes. I forget the name of the show, but a lot of those have been coming in. So yeah, shout out to all those shows, man. Showing love. Ward Works is in the building. What's good? Did Janelle hit level 8 too? Shout out to Janelle hitting level 8. I love to see it. Yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to the level 8ers in the building. Consistency pays off for sure. LV Drizzle says got 2 cues placed on a meditation playlist that will be used by a major fitness company. Seed Time Harvest. Let's go. Shout out to LV. That's what's up, man. You got to plant those seeds. I sent the email about that. What was it? Earlier this week, man. Doing the plowing, planting the seeds, and then eventually reaping the harvest, man. I love it. Love to see it. Let's go. E-Money Bags in the building. What's good? You guys hit me with your questions. I'm going to open up the member only line. So if you guys are at the Sync Producer Hub, you have access to that. I see Nico. It looks like Nico got a question, man. Let's pull him up. Yo, what's good, bro? Oh, maybe not. He didn't have a question. Sometimes people hop in there for the stream. Congrats to the folks who hit level 8. Yes, indeed. Meditation playlist. Can't go wrong with that, man. The meditation music gets a lot of spins, a lot of rotation. Both on like, I feel like the fitness apps have been licensing a lot of that stuff, and people who just want meditation music to stream on YouTube or whatever streaming services they're using. So meditation music is super dope. He's back. Nico, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
What's good, man? You got a question for me?
Man, so I wanted to know. So I just started to sync stuff. I tapped into your group.
Yeah.
Started paying the membership because, man, just so much keys that I've learned. And I turned 27 this year, really. So it
Nice.
hit me that night. Like, you know what? Let's start making money. Like, you've not made any traction. You have the beats, you have the work. Let's
Yep.
start making money from
Yep.
it. Um, and so I definitely want to get your feedback on one of the MP3s that I um, submitted for review.
Okay.
So my sound is definitely dark trap.
Okay.
I've made some beats. I think of orchestral trap that has horn, that has violins, harps in it,
That's dope.
but heavy basses. I just want to know, really, like the email before, like the email, getting submitting your first email.
Okay.
I've seen you say, don't jump to, like, compliment them first. Compliment them first. Don't just submit your music. Um, but I just want to know that email process and like what that looks like.
Yeah. Great question. So if you're at the stage where you want to start sending emails, simplicity is key, honestly. If you're there's a couple different approaches. If you're reaching out to a music supervisor and it's just like an individual, or maybe it's an individual at a publishing company, um, I feel like the more personal you can try and make it, the better. That's where the compliments come in. If you come across something that they've worked on or something that connects with them, even if it's on a like non-musical level, that's cool. Quick sentence about that, and then get into your pitch. Or asking if they're accepting submissions. And then if you're approaching a company like a publisher, you'll typically see a few different things. You'll see a publisher's website, they'll have a contact us page. Um, if there's always some type of contact us page, but then there's also like an artist submission page, which you'll see a lot of times, or a composer submission page. Usually it's living somewhere at the bottom of the page. Um, and I can show you guys like what that looks like once we switch back. But um, you want to look for one of those. I like to look for the artist slash composer submission page first, and then if I can't find that, I'll look for the contact us page, and then you're just gonna write the same thing you would write if you were just emailing directly, which is the third thing you would see. It was just an email address to submit your music. So if they say go ahead, send all submissions here, then you just send the email, send your disco link, and it's just like here's my music. I specialize in dark orchestral trap music, and then yeah, include the link and you're good to go. If it's a situation where you have an email and you're not sure if they're accepting, you can do one of two things. You can ask first, hey, came across your work, blah, blah, blah. Was wondering if you're accepting submissions from new composers, and then just ask the question. Don't send the link and then email it. And then some people and some music supervisors even prefer you just go ahead and attach the link. So you can try it both ways, see which one you have success with, and pretty much go from there, man. 3-4 sentences, you're good to go. Doesn't have to be super long. I get emails and DMs. I'm not even a music supervisor. I really don't know why people try to submit music to me sometimes, but
Yeah.
very, very long life stories that they don't want it, man. It's overwhelming. Also, too many tracks at once is overwhelming. If you send me 30 tracks, I'm just like, man, I'm a listen to like maybe the first few, and hopefully I hear something I like from those first few. But most times I'm not going to even get through the other 27 because it just takes too much time. And then there's other people who also submit, right? So you just kind of want to be mindful and know that if they like your work, they're going to hit you back. There's going to be an opportunity to do more if there's a fit. So that would be my advice.
I think my I think I'm just so thirsty for my first submission.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody is.
Honestly, like I'm just so thirsty for my first submission. I gotta like just develop real patience.
Yeah. How many
Man,
tracks do you have?
so I created a disco. I have, I believe, 5 on there for the
Okay.
past couple of months. So I sell beats on YouTube just regularly for musicians.
Okay.
The past couple of months, I've been like creating and formatting those beats into like
Yeah,
TV beats.
I got
So
you.
so that's what I've been doing. Six, the one I submitted is it's up on YouTube, but I that one was I did some different things to it. Like for TV, I usually try to like add more risers, more like I just try to pop it up more, make it more theatrical.
Good.
Like I'll add a couple more instruments or a couple more loops that aren't in the original.
Okay.
Um, so that's what I've been doing so far. I have about like 5 ready on my disco, but I have about maybe 10, 15 that is almost done.
Okay.
And okay, so I want to build up a portfolio for myself.
Right.
Is having 15 beats on your disco too little?
No, so it depends on your use case with disco as well, right? So if you're just pitching to companies to get licensing deals, um, then five tracks is fine in the pitch during the pitching process, right? Now, if you're trying to use disco kind of as your storefront for sync and set up, I think they have something where you can kind of set it up to where music supervisors can find your music and things like that, some type of discovery or whatever. If you're doing that, then yeah, I mean, the more tracks you kind of have there, nicely organized and tagged and all that stuff, then that's good. It's not bad at all, because that's kind of like your own personal library of music. But what you have now with what you're starting with the ones that are almost finished, that's a solid number for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, we're gonna do music reviews a little bit later. So we'll check
Yeah.
out your music. I'm gonna pop up some other questions from some of the other members, man. But I appreciate you hopping up, bro. And
No, I
yeah, bro.
appreciate you.
Yeah, man,
Thank
we're gonna
you.
get you where you need to be, no doubt. Great questions, man. So Keith says, "What are your thoughts on using AI to do the music supervision role?" Explain further what you mean by that exactly. So I'll make sure I'm answering it right. Larry Bradshaw, morning slash evening. What's good, man? Rob says, for me, the arrangement for film and TV is different from the instrumentals I make for an artist, for sure. Oh, here we go. Here's some context. Context: a writer of audio dramas offloaded the entire music direction on me, and I just plugged the script in Claude and then provided the cue points for me. Oh, that's dope. So, okay. That's interesting. So you have the script. So you have the script. You gave the script to Claude, and Claude was like, put this type of music here. I think that, I mean, shoot. I think that makes it a little easier. I mean, I would review it. Um, I would review it to make sure it makes sense just as a human, because you know how AI is sometimes. You know, just to make sure it's interpreting what should be happening. And I think that kind of gives you a template you can follow. And now all you have to do is like take the music that matches that mood that Claude gives you and then plug it in. Now the length of the music is what you'll still have to kind of, you know, what you'll kind of have to have control over to make sure, it's playing as long as it needs to play. It's coming out when it needs to come out. But I think that could save a ton of time. I never thought of using it that way. And then, especially if the director doesn't have, if they don't have an idea of what kind of music they want and where they want it, I think that could help out a lot. And then from there you can kind of adjust based on what they need and then run it by them. Yeah, and then go from there. I don't think it's a I don't think it's a bad idea. Um, yeah. How long does it take for libraries to respond, if ever? Shoot, sometimes never. Sometimes it can be quick. It's about the range for that is about as wide as freaking royalties for a placement, man. It can be, couple weeks, it could be a month, couple months, few months. Um, it can be, shoot, it could be. I think one, man, it was pretty much like a year, and then some. Every now and then, man, some will circle back like the following year, like, oh, we, finally got to your submission. So yeah, it varies. It varies. That's why I don't get stuck on one piece of sync advice I don't agree with is like, submit to a company first, one company, and then wait till they hit back before you start submitting other places. And I'm just like, oh, if you want to go slow, take that advice. But if you're trying to like gain traction, success has a need for speed. So submit to more companies at the same time, and then go from there. First come, first serve, because you don't know. They may hit you back, they may not. So let's say the first company you reach out to, they they take like 7 months to respond, right? And then when they respond, say it's a rejection. You just waited 7 months to hear no. When in those 7 months, you could have pitched to, 7 months, you could have pitched to like 300 more people, companies and people. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure with all that pitching, you would have landed a licensing deal way before they finally even hit you back. So that's why I approach it the way that I do. DJ Heat, what's good? Hey, Clint, should I start making piano compositions? Are they in demand? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I see piano briefs quite a bit. All types of piano. Ambient piano, like instrumental piano, jazz piano, tension piano tension. That would kind of be like minimal. But yeah, absolutely. Shout out to K Law the Future. James McGregor has entered the building. What's good, bro? So, yeah, man. I like to keep things. Excuse me. I like to keep things moving, man. That because you'll slow down waiting on one company or one individual to hit you back. Shoot, I've been to like events, right, where I connected directly with a music supervisor. We talked. He said, I need this. I said, okay. I gave him that and sent him that within a week. I then also followed up, maybe another month or so later with more music. I still haven't heard back from this dude. That was years ago. I pretty much I moved on, but I never stopped. Like, if you just wait, man, you just never know. You never know. A conversation can go one way, but then they can get busy. They can get pulled into another project. Heck, they could probably get fired from the company, and then they're working for a whole nother company by the time you reach out. So let's pull KJ up. He has a question. Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. How's everything?
You, you got to be a little bit tired up on live for 3 hours, playing, recording like 3 or 4 songs. You got to be exhausted. I see you like, I'm like, yeah, he tired.
Yeah, man. I didn't have my coffee either tonight, so I'm just going off like a little bit of caffeine. But yeah, I was up
That
cooking up
water
pretty
wasn't
late.
doing it, bro. That water was
Nah,
not doing it.
it's not doing anything.
He gonna mess around and drop that keyboard between his legs. I was like, dude, you need a table.
Man.
So I got a good one. I got something good
Okay.
for you, bro. I got
All
something
right.
good for you. We gonna get into the weeds, okay?
All right.
So some of us wasn't fortunate to be able to go to Shade of Sync, the SOS last year, right? So this
Yeah.
year, some of us are going, right?
Okay. Okay.
So I understand that there's going to be a couple of different things going on, like the night prior and the day of, right?
Yep.
So how, for us who didn't go last year, how do we get prepared for that moment? So in my mind, I'm starting to think, hey, I want to be in a position where I have my catalog ready.
Yeah.
Everything has to be tight. So whoever I'm talking to, associating with, we having a conversation, and I can deliver if they ask me for my stuff.
Yeah. So
So can
one
you talk a little bit about that whole feel of that, and also just to spin off into a while back you talked about scenarios where we have a track and you have the bass only and bass and drums only. You have all the sub tracks that are in there.
right.
How should we prepare for that? Because you can't, if you got, let's say, if I have 3 albums of in my disco that I'm ready to deliver or show to somebody, I can't do all those subs as well, right? How do I prepare for getting in that situation?
Yeah, Ward said it was that mix down. That took like an hour and a
That
half
mixed
of
up
the
low battery. I was like, thanks. Hey,
crazy.
Ward was getting you right though. He was he
Yeah,
was he was putting it
bro.
out there.
Shout out to Ward. He's been giving me tips
Ward,
like past 2 weeks, bro. Y'all getting me right. Uh, but yeah, so how to prepare for the Shades of Sync conference. If you're going there, you're in person and you want to maximize the opportunity. So one thing that I've seen over the past few years is producers coming, like having, maybe a disco playlist ready if someone just asks them on the spot to just listen to something. So I think that's cool to just a playlist that showcases what you do best, have that on standby. And then I think the most important thing to focus on is really just the connection and the conversation and starting the conversation, because a lot of times like the placements aren't happening, like immediately just from the conversation where they're just like, oh, like let's go play something now. But those conversations, the conversations are more so around, this is what I'm working on. These are some things that I need. This is what I specialize in. Oh, I think this would be a great fit. Let's exchange info and send me some stuff. And I think like more of the conversations are like that, to where
okay,
you're able to gauge better what they actually need in the moment, because what they need right now is going to be totally different than what they need once they're at the conference, right?
right.
So I know we had some members link up with some of the music supervisors and things like that, and it was literally just the start of the conversation that led to further conversations and just finding a way to stay connected after that. Because a
Yeah.
lot of times it may not be that first interaction. It may be a couple interactions before, you guys connect on something. And then another tip is, once we release the speakers and who will actually be speaking, go through the list and
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was going to
pinpoint.
ask next.
Yep, pinpoint like a handful. You don't. I know you like naturally you want to just like, I want to connect with everybody, right? But like find the ones that you feel would be a great fit for what you do based on, some of the credits or some of the work that they've done, and then
Yeah.
pick like a handful of ones to like establish connections with, and then maybe have a backup list, like, right, like if you can't get to them, like, okay, let's go to the backup list, so that you can like really take some time and have some valuable connections. And then just know their faces. You're following the Shades of Sync Instagram channel at Shades of Sync. We usually post the people who are going to be on the panels. Know their faces, because since you guys are in the community in the hub, you guys have access to that VIP meet and greet that we do at a
Yeah.
secret location.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some of them are walking around during that, right? And then you're able to kind of, talk to them right there in person before the conference even starts. So it can be extremely valuable by just doing that prep work. Like, I know who's in the building. I know who I want to kind of talk to and kind of build a relationship with, and, just kind of go from there. And yeah, those are some of the big tips.
Okay. I was just going to ask you about like, well, we know the people because sometimes like you tell us all the time, study the libraries and find out what is their need, what are they looking for. I was going to ask you about, will you know the people that's going to be there prior to getting there Friday night, or what we know in advance, so we can take the time to really study and see what they've been working on. Maybe find them on LinkedIn, find them on the different social media, and just
Yep.
kind of watch the flow of things, so we can kind of learn a little bit about them. So you just don't walk up to them and don't know anything about the person or the kind of work that they do or who they've been working with.
Exactly.
I want to ask you about that. Okay, I was just
Yep.
concerned about that because I'm like, man, I'm going to have all kind of stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, do I let them listen to dramedy? Do I listen to do I listen cinematic hip hop? Am I, which one am I? I'm just like, okay, do I do a medley, or how do I set myself up to be, so that the situation is advantageous for what I'm, in this communication, channel. So
Yep.
I just want to check with you on that. I'm sure you'll give us more to come on that later on too, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, for
um,
sure.
okay,
Yeah, man. So like, yeah, and I think you get better insight when you have those conversations too. And then after that, then you can go home and then fully build out your pitches based on the conversations you had with each person. Cause
yeah,
now, you may not, depending on what they need, you may not say I specialize in XYZ. You may just have the conversation, figure out what they need, and then if that's something you can do well, because a lot of us can produce multiple genres, then you can kind of lead with whatever they're looking for once you finally submit that playlist. And that may be different things for different people.
okay, makes
Yep.
sense. All right, cool. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Cool.
That makes sense. That helps a ton.
Cool. No
Get some
problem, man.
sleep.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right.
Peace. Man, yeah. So I was up cooking on the MPC for like 3+ hours last night. It's on the stream if you guys want to check it out. Finishing up some structuring of some tracks and trying to finish up these sync albums. And I'm coming off a 3-day fast, water only. So I haven't had coffee. I haven't had coffee in 3 days. I'm going off water and like electrolytes. That's it. So yeah, definitely not as energetic staying up that late. And I actually went to bed early last night. I went to bed at 1. I usually don't go to bed till 2. I was cooked, bro. At 1 o'clock hit, I said I'm tapping out, bro. That's it. Almost 4 hours. Thanks, Janie. Yeah, it was a while. Let me see. Let me catch up. Categorize the people you meet. Yep. Yeah. Great idea. At the conference, consider having your postcard with QR codes for your playlist. That's a great idea. Yeah, I like to have I'll do a QR code I'll save it as a screensaver on my phone. So when I'm connecting with people, it'll lead to, actually I have a couple things. Some fam gave me, I don't even know where it went. But they gave me a thing where you can kind of connect all your social medias and whatever links or websites you want to connect. And you can do that either with the app, or it's like a bracelet or a card you can attach to whatever. So I'll always have things like that on deck, just to quickly exchange contact info. Or you can do the little phone bump thing with I know the iPhones, you can just, I don't know, they touch and then they make out and freaking exchange info. It's the craziest thing, but that works too if they have an iPhone. I don't think iPhone that Android does it, but if you have the same type of phone, you could do it. So how much does having an social media presence help with getting sync opportunities? I'm thinking of making videos of creating music for sync and to get my music out there in general as well. This is a great question, because obviously I do social media, right? And I also teach that you don't have to be on social media to get sync placements, and both are true. So number one, you don't have to have a social media presence at all to be successful in sync, right? You could just not be there. They don't care as much, especially if you're a composer. If you're an artist, it may help more to have an artist presence, especially if you're working with music supervisors. But they don't really care, man. If the music works for the scene, that's what they really care about. With that being said, if you do decide to build a social media presence, it can absolutely help, especially if it's on brand and you're showing your process of creating music for sync. I personally have landed at least like 4 sync deals just from being on social media and showcasing my work, where I did not reach out to the companies. They reached out to me. They said, we seen you on social media. We seen your work. It's really good. Wanted to see if you would like to do some music for us. And it kind of creates an inbound lead source, because what we do and kind of how we structure things inside the community in the classroom is outbound, right? So you're doing the reaching out, you're doing the research, you're doing the pitching. But if you do have a social media presence, it now creates this inbound flow of opportunities that can come just from you showcasing your work. And people are online, like they're looking, they're watching, they're paying attention. Music supervisors, A&Rs for publishing companies. I actually had another offer like a few weeks ago. But yeah, if you're out there and especially showing that you can create sync ready music, right? I think that's an advantage, because they're able to gauge whether or not they want to work with you purely from the content. So by the time they're reaching out, they're already interested. They already want to do a deal with you. Now it's just up to you to figure out if it's a good fit. So absolutely, I think it helps for sure. Is it necessary? No, but it can boost the opportunities if you do. Great question. Larry said, that's it. I've got to get some vinyl plaques on my wall. I'm just saying. He's seen those ones on KJ's wall. Yeah, man. Let's see. Been offered product collabs from companies that saw my videos. Yep. Brand deals will pop up as well. I need a fast for sure, man. Harsher critiques. hangry critiques. Yeah, man. Highly recommend for sure. What is it about MPC that has you captive by it? You know what, man? It's something new. Like for me, occasionally I like to play with new stuff, right? So every now and then, like I venture off of Logic, and then like I'll start playing with I was on Ableton for a while. Excuse me. I don't even know what I'm burping, like, bro. Water. I like to just figure out new stuff. So that's kind of how it started. And then I really had a chance to lock in with it. And there was some projects where I was just like, okay, I want to kind of solely use this for these projects so I can get used to the workflow. Cause it wasn't bad. Like when I first started using, I was like, oh, this, like, it's not bad. Like I had to kind of I'm still figuring my way around, but it's pretty intuitive, especially with the touch screen. Some things is just easier to just reach and touch, which is nice. But I would say it's just been very easy and quick to get ideas out on the MPC. And then even structuring and sequencing them out has been not that bad of a process. Like once you kind of arrange the stuff how you want it, building into a sequence is honestly it's pretty easy. I like that was the part where I was just like, you know, how long will it take me to figure that part out? Will I like that part on the MBC, or will I prefer it on Logic? And so far I love it. Like I like it on the MPC because one thing I did not like about Machine and building drums, like I never structured a complete song out in just Machine by itself, right? And it was because, I don't know, maybe I didn't figure it out, but with transitions, right? There's transitions where they overlap the end of a section and the beginning of a section, right? So you may have a 4-bar riser, but you want that riser to start 2 bars at the end of your verse and then 2 bars into the hook. So in Machine, like I couldn't figure out how to do that. But at least on the MPC, once you sequence everything, you go into arranger mode, you can just record whatever in the arrangement, wherever you are in the arrangement, and it'll do that, which is pretty dope. So that made it easier from an arrangement standpoint. It feels more like I mean, it is a DAW, but it's like it's just all baked into the hardware, and then everything is in there, right? So I don't need an audio interface. I don't need a separate MIDI controller. I don't need a computer. It's literally all in one. I got drum pads. I have keyboard. I have a headphone jack. I have monitor outs. I have, USB SD card for storage. I have a touch screen. I have a little wheel, little knob. I got everything. I got everything I need on this one device. And I can sit it on my lap like I did last night and work for 4 hours straight without my legs falling asleep. So I've been locked in. Kenneth, what's good, man? Yeah, man, those phones be making up. Music reviews will be quick tonight. 30 seconds only. First 30 seconds. If it ain't hitting, we just pass it on it. Nah. But yeah, it's just been smooth. It's been fun. Playing with the sounds, and it has solid sounds in there. Plugins are in there. Need some more memory though, man. I need some more memory in that thing. I can get up to like 4 to 5 plugins without having to start bouncing stuff into audio. But at the same time, that keeps me from overproducing too. So it's like, if you're gonna add this, do you really need it? But then when you start getting into the bigger trailer stuff, I'm moving over to the computer, because all the ear candy stuff and like just tracks on tracks on tracks. But I need to push it. I need to push it in terms of audio, because I haven't tried just like all audio stuff. So I'm curious how many tracks I can get out of it if I just went straight audio for some stuff. Yeah, and then I can, all my drum sounds that I use on my computer easily assign to a pad, turn into a kit on there. So it's just been fun. Turn it on, get to work. Convenient. Push button, play. Boom, that's it. It is, man. And I opened up Logic to work on an idea a few days ago, and it took me longer, man, to get started. I had to wait for number one for Logic to boot up. I had to go get my MIDI controller. I had to plug that up because that wasn't plugged up on my desk, right? What else I had to do? I had to go through the plug-in, pull the plug-in up through the channel strip thing and all that stuff. Fight with some of that. But yeah, I mean, it's it's just different workflows. It's like it's not bad, right? I've been doing, the Logic workflow for years, but I think it's cool. It just depends on what you want to do at any given time. But it just feels like I've been able to knock out ideas way faster. Like 8 bars, boom, let's get it done. Save it, turn it off, go on to the next thing. It's been nice. The fast was your wife's idea, right? So yeah, like both, we kind of both agreed to do it at least a couple times a year. Because I think we did one at the beginning of the year. Yeah, we did one at the beginning of the year. So yeah, this was like the second one. So yeah, but she won't do it. She won't do it without me. She's just like, yo, like, I need your help. So I will absolutely get dragged into a fast if the wife wants to fast and she wants the added accountability. So yeah, you have to watch out for that mute button tonight. Listen, I'm highly vulnerable to the mute button. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, every gear with lights up front. Facts. Like if it has lights and buttons, I'm here for it. Me too. I'm never bored because I have so many things I want to learn. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I did. I want to say the first half of like my sync career, the drums were done on Machine, but it stopped there, bro. Like it just stopped at drums. Like once I had the 8-bar drum loop, I bounced his audio and it was in Logic, and then that was just the workflow. And then everything else I would just chop up after that inside of Logic. So that's literally as far as I got. I tried to like do a whole full track with sounds, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. Some people love it. For me personally, I just wasn't a huge fan of it. All in one, man. And MPC is on my wish list since I don't have a laptop to produce at the moment. Oh yeah, that would be perfect. I mean, it's got the plugins in there. Like you can mix. You got a master channel. You can put the plugins on. I mean, you got synths. You got everything. It's a complete DAW. So if you don't have a computer, I mean, shoot, honestly, I think that's probably the most reasonable setup you can get. Because if you get a computer, right, you got to get the DAW, you got to get the sounds. If you're using Logic, like some of these DAWs have really good stock plugins, right? You can get the job done, but you got to get the computer, you got to get the DAW, the plugins, you got to get the MIDI controller, you got to get the audio interface. You either got to get some headphones or some monitors so you can hear what's coming out of the audio interface. So you're gonna have to get all of that. Yeah. What's up, Sound Mystic? Controller mode, man. I'm trying that out for sure. Because the next song I track out, the next full song I track out, I was used to tracking out 8 bars, and I'm like, oh, that's a breeze. Track it out. It's on the SD. Pop the SD in the computer. Boom, good. I tracked out a whole. It had to be 2.5 minutes. Multiple tracks. We were just sitting there, just talking for a long time until it was done. So that was wild. So I'm gonna try controller mode, see if we can speed that process up a little bit. How do you know when you're overproducing at the start? I think feedback. Like I had somebody tell me, he's like, bro, like I took like I took like 3 of the sounds you had in this track, it just deleted them, bro. He was like, they sound great. They were nice melodies, but he was just like, I ain't have any room to write over it. I was like, okay, bet. So that's how you know you start doing too much. So then I just started keeping it to, you know, whatever plays the progression, maybe a second layer playing the same thing, a bass line, a main melody that'll be in the hook, and then maybe one other type of sound that I can swap into, like, you know, some of the verses or whatever, to give it some changes. And then everything around that, this is melodically too. I'm not talking rhythmically. Rhythmically, you know, that can be a bunch of different things. I can have like 7 tracks just on the rhythm section alone, because I just feel like it's rhythm. It's not melody, so it doesn't get in a way. That just helps the track move and feel. But the melody, you know, I try and tone that down over the years to stop from overproducing. Like, you got, like, if I can like listen to 4 different melodies at the same time and it doesn't have lyrics over it, it's probably too much. So I kept hearing, man, it sounds too finished. There's nothing for me to write to. Like, I can't think of my own melody to put in here. So I was like, okay, I need to stop doing that. So yeah. Shout out to everybody else in the stream, man. If you guys have questions about Sync, drop them in the chat. We have about 4 more minutes, and I'll try and answer as many questions as possible. No plug-in scan. Listen, that is a wild thing. Yeah, man. Like, and then, you know, whenever they drop something, you can just you just hit the screen, man, and download stuff from there. You know, your licenses and things like that. Like, once you, like, say if you purchase something from the computer, you know, it's in your InMusic kind of control center thing or whatever. You just go over there, refresh it, syncs it up, download it, make sure it's activated, and then you're good to go. You're good to go. And yeah, and I've always had this curiosity around the MPC. You know, I've only used it in live performances for click tracks and things like that. I think it was 2000 XL. Love the pads on that XL, that 2000 XL. Those pads were beefy. I like those pads. But I was always curious because I've never used one for production. It was always just a MIDI controller, some MIDI pads, and the machine. The machine was the first drum like machine thing that I got. I got that after I landed the Tamar Braxton placement. So then that's when I started using that. And then I like doing drums on the machine, so I was like, that's cool. Then I went back to just using a keyboard because I just wanted to simplify my setup more. Because, I don't know, it was something about, you know, programming the drums with my little MIDI keyboard that I just love, because it just kind of kept me locked in, like right here. I didn't have to turn and go over here. So I just went back to just that simple way of producing. And then I got curious, man. Was curious about the MPC software. Saying they've done a few updates over the years. It looked cool. So yeah. And then it started with an idea. A collaboration idea. So I had reached out to a contact, and that ended up turning into, we didn't move forward with the collaboration because marketing priorities. So then that ended up turning into, okay, well, let's do this, let's get this, and then just kind of went from there. So that's it. That's how I got addicted to the MPC. But love the workflow. That's a great system. The amount of people who offer you food when you're fasting is kind of nuts. Listen, let me tell you, it's bananas. I don't look at food a lot. Like on social media, my timeline is rarely just a bunch of food. Past 3 days specifically, nothing is food. Like every like 3 reels in a row, food. Skip one, whatever. Food. It's just food. I'd like delete the whole app, bro. Delete the whole app. And it ain't, I mean, some of it was like everything looked amazing. Somebody made like some healthy donuts, and it was like banana, sweet potatoes, some cocoa, and like baking powder. And I was, bro, everything. I'm like, as soon as it's open, I'm about to go make those. I want to make everything. Like literally, I'm in the kitchen all day tomorrow. I'm making everything. That's how I feel. But yeah, it's crazy. But what takes it to the next level, and then we're going to transition. What takes it to the next level is the fact that we have to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for our kids. So I made some salmon. I made some garlic and herb baked chicken, and then I slow cooked some beef. Oh my God, it smells so good. It just smells so good. But I'm good. I stay strong, man. Water. Nothing but water. So the mute happens most of the time regardless. Facts. I do have all that. It's just on my desktop, so I'm not mobile. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I feel you. Spent $3,500 to $799. There you go. I thought they might be $699. I thought they were $699. If it takes you more than 5 minutes to find a direction, come back to it. Is it easier to find ideas because you're proficient with playing keys? I think so. That helps. Like that's the only reason I kind of gave MPC a chance, is because they had one with keys on it. I mean, I think now kind of I'm learning how it's set up. I'll do some stuff with just a regular MPC, because now I'm starting to understand how they had like the different ways you can use these pads. So, I'll probably play around with just using the pads. So that's it. Kim Durr in the building. What's good? All right, guys, we're going to transition. Go get you a snack. Actually, yeah, go get you a snack. And we're going to come back. We're going to do live music reviews and see if your music is ready for TV and film. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Was that on that screen the whole time? Anyways, all right, live music review, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we will let you know. If it's not, we will also let you know that, give you some feedback so you can take it to the next level and get it closer to it getting synced. So, with that being said, shout out to everybody in the stream, man. Welcome back. Let's start off with the leaderboard. That's how we do this. 7-day leaderboard. Top 3 gets played first. It's time to make Janelle an MVP. She's earned it. Uh-oh. Is Janelle being moved up to MVP status? And she hit level 8 in the community? Oh, wow. So level 8 is actually... I haven't even hit level... No, I haven't hit level 9. Level 9 is the last level. Okay, so look. We have 9 levels in the community, and you level up by, you earn points every time, like you get likes and people engage in on your posts and comments and like vice versa and things like that. So when you're active and things like that, you get rewarded for it. So you level up, it unlocks a bunch of different resources and courses and things like that. We had, what was it? Jason and Janelle hit level 8. Who else is at level 8? It's only 1% of members at level 8. It's Jason Revels, Janelle Costa, Jason Dowdy, and myself. This is us. We want more people to join us, please. So yeah, and then if you're a premium or VIP member, and you reach level 7, we give you a free membership for life inside the hub. So yeah, that's it. So let's start with the leaderboard. We got Janelle, Davey Dave, and B Ward, top 3 on this week's leaderboard. We got votes. Should we take a vote? Should we take a poll of Janelle being added to MVP? Drop a 1 if y'all want to see Janelle be moved to MVP section. Drop a 2 if you don't want to see her be moved to MVP section. Clint, we made some purple homemade sweet potato pies, waiting for them to cool off. Not sure if you saw my comment. I did not. That sounds delicious. Sweet potato pies are amazing. Davey Dave is definitely voting. I'm seeing all types of wow, overwhelming amount of ones. All right, well, I guess we don't play Janelle first. We will play Janelle around last because there's a few of them. Once I get my that's old comments. All right. So let's do Davey Dave, B Ward, and Aaron. Those would technically be the next top 3. Look at Janelle. Janelle just got bumped up. What would that? This is the real question. This is what we have to decide. Y'all got the rest of the stream to figure out what Janelle, aka She Can Produce Anything's emoji will be. So y'all got to come up with that. Have fun. Because how do you narrow that down? I don't know, but I'm sure we can figure it out as a community. All right, Davey Dave. Also, I'm restocking on my Monster chips because I haven't had Monster chips in a few weeks. So I was like, you know what, I gotta get some more. I gotta get some more Monster chips. So I'll have Monster chips next week. I have some Monster chips. We'll get the Monster chips back, and then I also have I have another sponsored snack that I may have that next week as well. So yeah, we get to try out some new snacks. Should be interesting. It should be interesting. All right, let's keep it moving. Who was it? Davey Dave. That's what I said, right? That was at number 2. All right, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. I'm still in my Christmas bag. R&B style Christmas song from a production group that I am also a part of called The Creators. The singer lyricist is J.O., the writer, awesome writer and singer. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Lonely Holiday. Let's go. Miguel is here. Let's go. What is that? Oh, jellyfish. The music. What a see. Y'all called it, man. I had no idea that would happen. First track of the show. Music is muted. So yeah. This is a great track. Great track. All right, let's run this back. KJ called it, man. He called it. Let's run this back. I ain't got no snack. I ain't got no caffeine. It's about to be crazy tonight. Let's go. That's a good idea. Nice vocals on this. R&B Christmas ballad.
Can't believe you came all the way from heaven just so I wouldn't be lonely. Another lonely holiday. Another lonely holiday. Nothing to keep me warm except my fireplace. No one wants to be alone on Christmas.
That's what happens, man. You just think differently. Come on, Bridge. It builds nice. It builds nicely too. 100%. Yep. Perfect ending. DJ Horn. Yeah, I like it. Nice Christmas ballad. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, the vocal performance is great. Mix is solid. Love the simplicity of just the piano, the gradual build. Yeah. Lyrically is on point. You got your holiday bells in there. Good work, Davey. No doubt. Yeah, I'm sure that'll end up on somebody's Christmas movie. So yeah. Full Sail, man. I see y'all. All right. B Ward is up next. Let's see what B been cooking up. If we can find it. It's in here somewhere. I might fall asleep by the time I make it through this whole list, but we just gonna keep going until I do. All right, good evening, Sync Producer Hub. I'm guilty this week. No sync track, no trap beat, just a throwback. This track is layered. It brings everything in at the same time, but you should be able to hear every element clearly the more you listen. Made the meat of it on my iPad, I believe back in 2010. Years later, exported it to Studio One for the keys and a few other elements. Pretty sure it's not for sync, but it's been a different feel to this week. Let me know what you think. Dope stuff. Let's go. Excuse me. Definitely a vibe. Where did the fire oh, I think it came from flames. We needed something that wasn't flammable. From flare. Did I say flames or flares? I bet somebody will use this for sync. The right brief come through. I love those synths. Target emoji. There we go. I had to start making a list of all these emojis. Leather, was that reverse guitar on there? Oh, this fade out just minimized. Just minimize all sync chances. But no, this joint's dope though. I could even hear it. It has this retro vibe to it. If the drums switched up, it kind of had it'll feel like one of those joints. Yeah, that joint will feel good, like some up tempo on some Prince, some MJ, some Janet, dance stuff. That is, yeah, that's living around there with the way those synths are synthing. So yeah, dope stuff. Another great track, B Ward smashing out the park. I see Crump and Kim getting down. Kim ain't wasting no time tonight. She made them purple sweet potato pies and she ready to move. All right. Let's keep it moving. Who's up? Aaron. Did we get one from Aaron? Yeah, man, like some percussion, some bongos, let's just say upbeat funky drums. Let's just call it that. All right. I see Aaron in here. He's commenting. I see him. Let's see if we can find a submission though. Did he submit? Oh, there we go. Morning Hub fam. This week I'm sharing what I'm considering a jazz/hip hop fusion track from an album I finished putting together recently. Still getting comfortable with percussion, so no surprise if things there could be improved. Hope you enjoy and can't wait to listen to everyone's music. Let's go. And some cowbell. I like how that progression resolves. Low end is definitely competing with between your kick and your bass. Yep, the timing. That's a catchy progression. It gives me like theme song vibes. Yeah, I think the timing, like the timing of the drums and stuff could be tightened up. The low end, your kick, tweaking that mix, making sure your kick and your 808 aren't competing. So either turning one down, or turning one down and or using some parallel compression. So, bass moves out of the way when the kick comes through. I think most of it is just gonna be turning them down a little bit, because we have some distortion in there. But it kind of had a fun vibe. Would I say jazz hip hop fusion? Maybe, yeah. Because it felt kind of. I like the piano. I like the tone and the feel of the piano before the drums came in. I think it would be cool too to have a version without drums. And then it kind of had like a quirkiness to it, which I think could be fun for, like, I don't know, it just made me think of like a family sitcom. So yeah. Love the instrument choices. Horns were on point. Theme song, yeah. It's so yeah, that is so catchy. It just feels like a theme song. Okay, cool. For sure. Sidechain, yeah. Yep, intro to a show. That is exactly what it feels like. Yeah. Yep. Dope. Cool, man. Keep it up. Thanks for sharing. And that completes our top 3 on the 7-day leaderboard. We started from the bottom last week. Let's start from the top. Gabriel. Let's go. It immediately gave me video game vibes. With that synth, those synths. Exactly. It's dope. Yeah, could turn it up. Yeah. My roommate in college used to play that. Mhm. 100%. Yep, I'll put a transition at the end of that, right before that sting. Some type of riser or something, swoosh, swell. But yeah, I like this. I would turn the volume up too. I think it's kind of low. I think you got some extra headroom in there. But I like this. I like the changes. I like the progression. Like what the drums are doing. Sound selection. It feels yeah, it feels like a game. It feels like an arcade game, retro game. People mentioned the Tron movie. Yeah, I think somebody can definitely find a use for this. And it's like it just has a nice vibe to it, to where it's not, it like the melodies are strong, but then it's not distracting. Like everything is chill, is where it needs to be. So I rock with it. So yeah, I say turn the volume up. And I think that thing is good to go. Let's go, Gabriel. We played Davey Daves. We got Nate up next. Says, hey, Hub fam, cook this one up for the cinematic hip-hop brief Clint posted and collab with the extremely talented Philip Scott Bailey with the top line and vocals. Let me know what you all think. Let's go.
Mud on my face, rifle on my chest. 100-pounder kid wearing down my vest. We at war, this is not a test. We at war, this is not a test. 30,000 feet up in the air. Sergeant said that we almost there. Black sky, we can't see a thing. 10 minutes, then we drop it in. Said it's a suicide mission. Can't let them see us when we landing. Parachute, hit position. Moving inside the system, man. Don't make a sound, this is critical. Not only y'all, like depending on it. One false move could be the enemy. This is real, no pretending, homie. Mud on my face, rifle on my chest. 100-pound of gear weighing down my
Artwork's
vest.
crazy too.
We at war, this is not a test. We at war, this is not a test. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Shh, time is ticking, time is running out. Time is ticking, time is running out. Load it up, time to move out. Move out, stay low to the ground. Keep moving, eyes up, don't make a sound. Closing in on enemy grounds. No
Oh,
backing
there it
down,
is.
no backing down.
It's been activated.
There's no turning back on enemy lines. We made a vow, no soldier left behind. If I die, I'ma go, I will pride. No backing down, no backing down. Load 'em up, load 'em up. Load 'em up, load 'em up. Load 'em up, load 'em up. Load 'em up, load 'em up.
Facts.
Load 'em up, load 'em up. 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 Mud on my face, rifle on my chest. 100-pound of gear weighing down my vest.
This is gritty and
We
dark.
at war, this is not a test. We at war, this is not a
They've
test.
been banned from linking up because of this heat. Yeah, this is crazy. I would say turn the vocals up on there.
One false move could be the end.
Yeah, turn it, especially that lead vocal, so that lead vocal pop. But yeah, that's dope. The joint's dope. I rock with it. Fight scenes, war movies, all types of stuff. It can even it can even transfer into sports. 100%. Yep. Let's go. I see y'all, man. Oh, speaking of that brief, because I think the deadline that's set for that is it was like the end of this month. So we're gonna go through those if you get those in by the end of the month. But if you have other ideas in that same vein, keep them on deck, because I talked to, like, we got some international writers, so we're definitely gonna chop it up with the team to see about like how all that works and what they need for that to happen, and then we'll see what they say from there, and then we'll see what we have just from the submissions, and then we'll go from there. So I'll keep y'all posted. David Sanner, good morning, fam. I gotta work second shift tonight and then be back for morning shift, working 10 days in a row. Whew, that grind. Have a good day, everyone. Let's check it out. Strong melody. You just gotta tune the 808s to the scale. Okay, I like the drum rhythm. I like the melody, this main melody. Timing, we got to lock in those drums with the timing. Some of them are kind of dragging a little bit. And then your 808, the 808 is out of key on some of the parts, according to what the melody is playing, the main melody is playing. It's a couple, yeah, it's a few notes in there that can use some tweaking. And then dun, 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 dun. That sound, the melody is cool. I would just switch it to a different sound because I feel like it sounds too close to the main melody synth. So I would change it to something like softer. I don't know, maybe just a softer kind of synth that kind of lives in a different frequency than that main one that you have. And then structure wise, I would just try and get back to that main hook near the end here, which you did, but it didn't have the drums. So if you could like bring that section in with the drums, maybe cut this verse a little bit, because it's like we kind of we established main idea, we kind of went into a first verse, and then we just kind of kept going into different sounds throughout that before we made it back to the final hook. So just tighten up structure, timing of the drums and synths, making sure everything is tight there, and then tightening up the melody of the 808 so that it's in line with your actual melody, synth melody. It could be, if something's kind of shifting, yeah, for sure. So yeah, dope. Keep it up, David. Loving to see the progress, for sure. Janelle, we are going to skip tonight because she's being elevated to the MVP because it's just been way too much consistency popping off. All right, we got skipping Miguel. We played Aaron's. We got Michael, DJ Heat Humphrey. So yeah, seems like I am in this West Coast state right now. Might as well create a 5-song album at this point. Well, y'all, here's another. I will title them later. Let's check it out. All right, Kim. That's where you can go ahead and do your little sea walk. With the sweet potato pie in hand. Sounds so West Coast. Halloween. I can hear that. Love it. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's West Coast all day. Mix it solid. Sound selection is there. Let's go. Pimp My Ride. Boom. And that bass line was everything. And the bass sound. The sound selection, man, to pull off West Coast hip hop, the sound selection got to be on point. The sound selection and that bounce, like it just has to have a certain bounce. And it had it. Super dope. Suge Knight would smoke to this track 100%. Very appropriate for a Suge Knight smoke. That sound in the background that falls down reminds me of a laugh from a ghost train ride at the fair. Yeah, that's probably where the Halloween vibe is coming from. Maybe the Shades of Sync interim music for Halloween. That is hilarious. Yep. And appropriate at the same time. Richard Williams, been fixing up old songs to see if it's good enough for placement. Let me know what y'all think. Vocals and production are all me. Let's go. Shout out to Mad Mike.
I can't believe it again. I let my heart open. Shorty went deep like a well in the ocean.
Vibes.
Lucky your brother could swim through the commotion. She did it so smooth, like her last name was lotion. Oh, you know what she spoke her words in the motion. Got a brother like me, feeling all these emotions. 2 songs into my thoughts, it got me smoking. Now it got me feeling no good, talking to other women. In my head, she's just another woman. Talking to brothers, I don't want her with nobody but me. Reminiscing about the nights that I held her body. She said she don't want nobody on her body unless that body was me. Now I'm in my feelings, in my thoughts. At this moment, I could say it's about you. Say it's about you. Got you running through my mind all the time, like I'm nothing in this world without you. But you messing with them brothers, do I ever cross your mind as the person you want to? Got you running through my mind all the time, like I'm nothing in this world without you. Without you, without you, without you. Without you, without you, without you.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Without you, without you. Without you, without you, without nothing in this world without you. Here go again, writing another song about you. Deeper in my thoughts, it got me feeling like I wanna be around you. Went through Facebook pics and seen a picture of us that wasn't deleted. It had me bugging, had me geeking. But now you're back in my mind.
With the right amount of reverb on there, yeah.
Let us do it
Snaps are
one
snapping.
more time. I promise I'ma take my time. I would just make sure that we never put ourselves in situations that will lead to the results of a current situation. Got me tripping and I'm flipping by the rumors that I'm hearing about you talking to one brother after brother after brother. Hey, now I'm in my feelings and my thoughts. At this moment, I could say it's about you. Say it's about you. Got you running through my mind all the time, like I'm nothing in this world without you. But you messing with them brothers, do I ever cross your mind as the person you want to? Got you running through my mind all the time, like I'm nothing in this world without you. Without you, without you, without you.
Yeah.
Without you, without you, without you. Without you, without you, without you.
Let's see how it ends.
Without you, without you, without you.
Something. Let me hold on. Let me run that back. See if they'll. I don't know. You may just be able to end it dun, 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 and just let it hang, or just like let it stop there. Or you can add a traditional kind of sting ending at the end of it. But overall the track is fire. Mix is solid, production's dope, vocal delivery's dope. Lyrically, I think it works. So yeah, Urban TV, love vibes. Yep. Love Scene. Yeah. They'll definitely find a use for this for sure. Good work, Richard. Janet says, what's good, fam? Tonight, I'll take you to the club with the super dope artist and producer Davey Dave, a.k.a. David O. We've collaborated together on this song called Got You on My Mind for the Tune Edge Club Banger Brief this month. And our song has been approved. It's a punchy, deep house with a dynamic rhythm, modern drums, pumping bass, and deep vocals, great for nightclub. We both worked on the instrumental, and we put the final touch with Dave vocals on it. Shout out to the Out of the World team. Let's go. All right, let's check it out. Fire. Love that bass. Woo! Synth. It is. Deep house is that bass. Yo, this synth is going nuts right now. Come on. What are y'all doing? Davey, I hear you with the vocals. Hey, wait, is that Davey on the vocals and the synth lines? Y'all doing double damage. This is crazy. For all this ridiculousness tonight, these collaborations, that was insane. Amazing collab. Shout out to Janie, shout out to Davey Dave. Created some deep house, and man, yeah, that was a vibe. Fashion all day, all the shows, just all of them. I mean, that Got You on My Mind, that lyric, that line right there is so open. The car commercial, like all types of stuff. I'm glad they accepted that. They have great ears. Way to go, y'all. Keep it up. I hope that gets played soon. Sheesh. All right. I got Tony Hurd in the building. Let's see what Tony has cooked up for us. Do you really, really, really like Backrooms. Yoshi. Shout out to Yoshi. Candy commercial. With the visuals is given like almost sci-fi with some nice crispy little drums. I like the mix on this. Oh, I don't know. This is my first time hearing about it. I didn't even know it was a thing. It's a vibe. It's all about the percussion right now. It's kind of staying there for a while. So we would need a Titan ending, some type of Sting ending. And I think structure. I think it feels like two sections, right? You got that one section with the first section, and you got the second section where the percussion is just going crazy in a good way. So I think honestly, you kind of got two different tracks that could hold their own, and you can develop into full tracks. But yeah, this first part feels kind of tension, suspicious, minimal kind of quirky tension stuff, right? I would give those snares a break at some point, those drums a break. But then the second one, I feel a little light and happy. That has, you know what I'm saying? It switches the vibe. So I think these could honestly live independent of one another. But I like the vibes of both. So yeah, dope stuff. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would chop those joints, turn them into two separate tracks, and then just kind of structure them out so that you kind of have some instruments dropping in and out and building and things like that. So good stuff, Yoshi. Let's go. We got Ken. What's up, everyone? Here's a cue, one of my very first ones I composed. Had to go back in and update it. It's a cue from my corporate music album. Oh, excuse me. One of my first completed albums. Hope you like its basicness. It has a Saturday morning kind of vibe. This track is called Getting Up Early in the Morning. Let's go. Immediate corporate. So all you need to hear is this. It's that corporate. I love it. It does feel commercial ad vibes too. Radio ads, some TV ads. Yeah. Bro, those corporate training videos are hilarious. Mr. High C is in the building. What's good, bro? Exactly. They're never just employees. I feel like that has to be like corporate culture training 101. Make your employees think they're not employees, but they're family members. Really catchy melodies. Solid mix too, Ken. Yep. Here at Sync Producer Hub, you're not just another producer, you're family. Yeah, no, you know this, bro. Oh man, that is hilarious. That is so hilarious. This is a happy song. I feel happy. Well produced. I agree. Great instrumentation. Great intro. Straight into it. Yeah. Please walking through the studio with like a shirt and tie. Like I'll just get super professional and just turn this. We're just gonna turn this hub into a corporate environment. walking through the studio and then have somebody like at the desk working on a beat while you walk past them and stand there and have some type of like fake conversation. How do you like working here? I don't feel like another producer. I feel like family. Hilarious. Sounds like a happy transition and a political ad after they dissed their opponent. Here's why you should vote for me. Facts. They be throwing so much shade on one another during during an election season. Oh man, they be going for blood. It's crazy. Like can we, like y'all can't just stand on y'all's policies alone. Like y'all just gotta throw each other under the bus. It's crazy. I did not. I missed it. Oh, we're coming to ATL next Friday. My husband and I would love to meet up and give y'all a purple sweet potato pie. Send us let me see. Send us an email. You have my email, right? An email or a DM. And then we'll see how we can get a hold of that purple sweet potato pie. I'm not about to say no to that. All right. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to Ken. Just switched the whole mood. We got Rich up next. We're off to a wedding this weekend, so I'll be missing tonight's review. Unfortunately, we don't get Rich's creativity tonight. Michael, we're gonna run it back. Yeah, we got Frime. Happy Friday, y'all. Frime time. Here is a timeless vibe I produced with real piano and real singer friend of mine, turning his voice into a high-pitched sample. The vibe so unique, I didn't even feel like adding a kick. P.S. Missing Sting ending. This on that lovey-dovey tip. Enjoy. Let's check it out. I know, right? Like literally just ready to go to space. Something just intergalactic. The new studio snack, purple sweet potato pie. Piano sounds amazing. This is a vibe. Frime has been emotional lately. These tracks, been in his feelings. It's beautiful. Oh, snaps. I wouldn't put a kick on this either. That's hilarious. This is dope. Yep. Yeah, he said it was a real piano. He didn't say what kind it was though. Yeah, that was fire. That joint. Yeah, that's one of those tracks, man. The piano is just doing all the work. Piano and the vocal, the vibe. That joint didn't even need. And the snap was perfect. It didn't need nothing else. Man, come on. Only thing I would think, I add very light cymbal roll for transitions. Yeah. Not a bad idea. I rock with it. All right, Nico Bay. We talked to him earlier in the Q&A. So this is a track he was mentioning. This instrumental, I'm pushing for a sync placement. Can envision this on any video game or cartoon anime. Let me know your feedback. Let's check it out. I can hear games. Harp is going crazy. I hear it. Transition. I would give that a break every now and then. Like maybe during the verses, bring it back in the hook. That feels like the main melody to me. That's dope. You could probably end it right there, to be honest with you. Sting ending, boom. Let's see how it ends. Yeah, that's not bad. So like take that, drag that over here around 230. Or 238. Bring that Sting ending to like 238 and then end it there. Also, I love the track, love the vibe. The EQ, I'm not sure what's happening with the EQ, but I feel like there's a lot of high and like mid highs with the sounds. So I would like move some of those, like filter out some of that high end, because it's like too much in that space. It's like that, and then it's like the 808, like all the way down here. You need something in the middle to fill that up, something in the mids and the low mids, which I would take one of the sounds you have in there and just EQ it different. I would take a couple sounds because you had some other ones that kind of came in early or later, and I would like EQ them so that they're sitting in a different frequency range, balance the track out, and then it's easier on the ears because it was just a lot of bright stuff happening at the same time. But I love the vibe, bro. This joint's almost there. Yep, good stuff. Especially for the video game stuff and the like anime. I can hear that for sure. Cecil says, what's up, SPH fam? I hope all is well. Looking forward to tonight's vibe. I have submitted a laid-back track for review to determine a good fit for placement. Let me know what you think. Track is called Close to You. Because here at Sync Producer Hub, we're not just producers, we're family. That's gonna be the tagline for the community. Let's go, Cecil. I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'm listening though, cause I got these wireless headphones. coming. Yeah, that was a vibe. Love the Sting ending. Structured nicely. I think the volume can come up. I think there's some headroom there. Master volume. But the mix is solid. So yeah. I like that. Yep. Let's go. Killer track. Yep, yeah. I think there's definitely some headroom there to turn that up. Dope vibe, love the rhythm. Yeah, I can hear that. I can hear that on like a bunch of different reality shows. That's like one of those transitional scenes or like opening, when they change to a scene and it's like a featured kind of scene opener track. Has that vibe to it. I like it. Shout out to Cecil. Keep sharing that dope music with us, Cecil. All right, we got Eric P. Been a minute since I created anything. This one doesn't even have a name yet. It's fresh out the door. Whoa, going hitting. Nice cinematic hits in there. Drums are solid too. G5, hola. I maybe put a riser coming into this. Something coming into those sections. And then maybe some chords to fill it up. I think that's the only thing I would add to it. I like it though. Yeah, I rock with that. Mix is dope. You got your sections in there. Great edit points. Yeah. I like it. Good stuff, Eric. Yeah, he got straight to it. He's like, listen, let's establish this immediately. We don't have time to waste. Kim's rocking with it. Let's go. All right, we got Demetric Cleveland, another one from my travel pop album. This one is called Russian Nightlife. We are going all around the world, people, with this album, and I'm excited about it. Imagine the Russian nightclub filled with Russian mob bosses and beautiful women type vibe. Hope you all enjoy. Let's go. It's about to sound like a movie. Nice. Good work. Vladimir catching a vibe. Oh man. 100%. That's the only thing they may want you to edit is that echo at the end. But yeah, other than that, that thing is ready. Yeah, great instrument selection. And then the vocal stuff, wherever that's coming from, you got to be careful with that. But outside of that, this joint's a vibe. And then the titles, you're like spot on with the titles, and then just the theme of the album. I think it's super creative. Love it. Keep it up, Dimitri. We are enjoying these albums you're putting together for sure. We got Truman Kendrick in the building. Something a little different for me as I was playing around with sounds, and this is what came out. At first, I was picturing it in the background while a crew is mapping out the blueprint for their big heist. But the more I listen, I'm thinking it could possibly be in the background for video games as well. Let me know what you think. For sure. Let's do it. Good old tension harp. I can hear a heist. Feels like a synth wave tension kind of vibe. Or 90s. G McCrae all day. That's doing most of the heavy lifting right there. Nice ear candy. That is going to do what it needs to do in the scene right there. That'll be the one to get like the longest placement on all types of stuff too. Dope stuff. Oh yeah, Truman did he did cop the sample, didn't he? I think a couple people did. That thing looks fun. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not gonna listen. I gave myself the month of May. I said just May. I had my little splurge, and then that was it with the plugins, the sounds. And that was only because I was working on it was for a project, so I didn't feel as guilty. But no, I'm not gonna get the sample. I don't need it. I really don't. I'm still trying to freaking figure out. That's the other thing. Like, it's just it looked different. I'm still trying to figure out the main NPC. I don't want to confuse myself more. All right. Good stuff, Truman. I rock with that joint. We got Keith, the king of tension music here in the hub. Pretty sure I removed the track originally attached to the link for the first hub submission in 2024. So here's the second one. I don't know what that. Oh, is that the name of the song? TNF. I remember the feedback was that my tracks were too peaceful for sport. That is such a hilarious feedback. Did I say that? It's too peaceful for sports and to switch to minor chords. All right, let's that sounds hilarious, man. Let's check it out. It's like you're on the court trying to make friends with the opposite team. I do remember this. 808s are crazy. Now it feels more collegiate, like especially with those horns. I think college football, college basketball, it feels alma mater-ish. With some hip hop drums. Let's have a good game, gentlemen. Listen, if you win, that's okay. I'm fine if you win. If I win, like, listen, it's okay. If you want to go ahead, take the championship, listen, you go ahead first. I'll come back next year, and then, I'll just try and get another one next year. It's okay. We're friends, okay? No, I like this. I like what you did to it. It still has, it's not, I wouldn't say peaceful, but it still has an uplifting sort of vibe to it, like a bright vibe, I guess. It's not like dark tension, heavy hitting sports, but that's why I was like, I feel like it's like college, like, the noontime game. They got some highlights, or they're talking about the team, or they're talking to some of the players or something, kind of just some light behind the scenes footage type stuff. That's what it feels like to me. I like it. All right. Turn to a Christmas song easily. Yeah, so especially with that brass, throw some. All you gotta do is throw bells and shakers on stuff, and Christmas-fy it immediately. What's a non-aggressive sport? Man, I don't know, man. Like, I have no idea. Like, what sport aren't you? Like shuffleboard. Shuffleboard. That I've usually when I've seen a bunch of people playing shuffleboard, it's usually the older crowd. Never seen anybody like getting hype on a shuffleboard. Kind of, I don't know what you call that. The board. It probably one of the most peaceful activities I've ever seen played by a lot of people. There was no yelling. There was no. I don't even know if they were talking, to be honest with you. Like, it was just shuffle these discs across the board. That may be the one. Badminton, Ultimate bingo. I can imagine somebody getting amped up during a game of bingo. Cornhole, the curling. There you go. Oh man. Golf. It's not aggressive because it's like, yeah. It's just like one at a time vibes. Ping pong, non-aggressive. I don't know. Regal, majestic. That's a great way to describe it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like bingo can get crazy. I feel like bingo can get to that level if it needs to. Just depends on who's in the room. Cornhole on ESPN 8. Oh man. All right. Let's see who else we got, man. Good work, Keith. Ken, thank you everyone, much appreciated. I have done a lot of pitching this week trying to move the needle. Well, I think he's just responding. We got James E. McGregor Jr. Good day, Hub fam. Retro synth funk. Yes. I want that. Let's go. Batman is intense, just not in the US. There you go. Bowling. I don't know. It's like they think the golfers can hear them. It's not like you can talk over anything in golf. Like you just look at the ball, move, swing. That's it. Love that bass. And that horn. Like a tenor sax. Baritone sax. I don't know. Is it a live bass, James? Dun, dun, dun. Super catchy. Perfectly placed too. Right? They get all the peace and concentration ever. That is hilarious. I simultaneously muted myself while DJ horning. That sounds crazy. While hitting the DJ horn. Yeah, this instrumentation was dope. Mix was dope. Yeah, it's ready. That felt great. Magoo. And there wasn't a live bass. Great sound selection for that bass, because that thing sounded good. You could hear like the fingering, like the noise that you would get from a pickup on a bass. But yeah, someone should if you tried to hackle a golfer, bro, I'm sure you would just get removed from the from the course. Like, let's really test your concentration. All right, we got Rob up next. Intoxicated mood swings after midnight, a dark cinematic trap. I don't know if I'm ready for Rod this week, man, because dude was going crazy. A dark cinematic trap journey that sonically portrays the emotional highs and crushing lows of an intoxicated soul searching for happiness in a crowded nightclub. There's the album artwork. That's some crazy artwork. Shout out to that. All right. This is true. This is true. Got the first one early in the show. It's another. I'm loving the vibes this week. We've had like everything. Yeah, switch up the rhythm. Yeah. Yet again. Yeah. I like that. The only thing I would tweak is the hi-hats on the fast one. No, the slow one. The halftime. Those I would turn down a little bit. And maybe pan out left or right. And then turn the snare up. There's only a couple tweaks. Outside of that. Yeah, I can hear that being used. Nightclub stuff, can hear that. Even in the day, like it just because it has the chords have a nice they got a nice energy to them. I like it. Nice sound selection on that one too. Yep, Rod's been in the bag. We got Devin DeHart. Hey Hub fam, been working on getting my first sync instrumental track done and happy to share below. Not sure exactly what sync genre this should fall under, so open to suggestions. Kind of like an upbeat, chill hop tension, perhaps. Still trying to find a sonic identity for sync. Let us check it out. It's the vibe. I like this. Great progression. Ready to give the drums a break. Yeah. That's all it needs. Yeah, that thing is nice. Structured well, nice instrumentation. I would probably just call it chip hop. What new genre? Chip hop. That's what we doing now. Chip hop. I would just call it chill hop. I don't feel tension when I hear it. I feel light. I feel chill, laid back, good vibes. So yeah, I would probably just call this chill hop. I like it. I can hear them using that on a bunch of different stuff. Masa chip hop. Masa chip hop. Yeah. Chill hop. Yep. Yeah, good stuff, Devin. Keep submitting, man. Keep what was I about to say? Keep brain is just shut down. Keep producing, because here at Sync Producer Hub, you're not just a producer, you're family. All right, Caesar says, peace fam. This track is from 2014 and was originally arranged for an artist to rap on it. I think it has sync potential if I shorten it, add edit points, and bigger build up leading to the ending. Any feedback welcome. What would you add, subtract, or suggest to make this more singable? I think it could make a great sports cue in general, but I feel like it specifically gives fight night vibes. Curious to know what sports genre you would think best suits this instrumental. Thanks for listening. Let's check it out. Yeah, we gotta run those limes back, because they supposedly updated them, and I haven't had the updated version, because they changed. I think they went from the darker, I forget what they use for the regular, but they went from like the darker chip to like the lighter corn chip, and I think they said that affected the flavor in a positive way. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I got the Monty flavored bundle. So yeah, we gotta run those lines back. Man, I couldn't have been the only one. I did not like that. But I don't know, like LW said, there was some people in the feedback where they were just like, oh, these are my favorite. Like, you've tasted all of them, and this one, you decided this was gonna be your favorite. This is fire. Oh, my bad. This can work for all sports. Even shuffleboard. Shuffleboard needs music. It's crunkable. Crumpable. It's like, yo, let's get some let's fill those comments in with something positive. Until we fix this. I'd say for me, hi-hats being in the middle of the track, I think it takes away from, if you have vocals, the main vocal, and then your snare and your kick, because it's just right there in the center, so it makes you like focus on it, if that makes sense. At least that's how I hear, like anything in the center is like that's a focus. So either that or it just being too loud, and because of the frequencies in which hi-hats hit, it's the higher end frequencies, especially for sync stuff when you have dialogue and stuff over it, that it makes it distracting sometimes. So in this one, I would probably turn them down a little bit and pan them a little bit. But this track sounds great. See how it is. The synths at the end. Honestly, Caesar, I would probably cut like a portion of this hook part off. Put this last hook you got in here with the synth lead and like bring that up here. You can kind of cut the track down a little bit. 348 is kind of long. But I think the track overall is nice. I wouldn't really add anything to it in terms of making it build up. I think you added that. I think you have it in there with that lead. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. The only thing I would just tweak is just the hi-hat. Yeah, I like it. And I think it'll work for a lot of different sports. I can hear that basketball, football, bingo, like whatever. It can use it. So yeah. But yeah, yep. Yeah, you could do that. Add some sting endings in there before or after a hook. You can have one right there. Have one right there. So yeah, you got some options in there for sure. Dope stuff. Imagine the bingo hall turning up to that would be crazy. I know, absolutely crazy. Like, yo, let's reinvent the vibe of bingo halls. All right, we played B Ward's Kevin KJ Johnson. So I think we talked about making this the night we play our first. Oh, we did. Why do I keep forgetting that? Oh, man. This is the night we played our first track we ever submitted to Sync Producer Hub for review. I think this was my first track, Proclamation. Let's check it out. We can rebrand Bingo Night, just make it a vibe. I don't remember this one. True. That organ sounds good. Boots and Collins announcing the numbers. I guess anything goes for bingo. Gotta play bingo at Shay's this year to win something. Those turnaround chords giving me life. This gets you hyped for church. Yeah. This yeah. Game show vibes. I think this would be great for next level bingo. That's what we're gonna call it. Yeah, it's a dope track. This joint still goes hard. The horns, the horn production on there was crazy. Yep. Let's go, KJ. Good work on that one, man. All right. We are entering MVP zone. We've had a new MVP added. We have a quote unquote pre-MVP, which is Michael Connor. Where I guess this is like MVP status pending or something. According to LW, his MVP status is, from her perspective, indefinitely pending. So let's head over to the poll first, and then we will get into it. All right. So who we throwing on here today? I feel like we should couple Janie and Davey from that collab. We just put them together because that was a crazy collaboration. Nancy says Davey. Flares just posted. Oh boy. All right, let's get Janie. Get Janie and Flair. Not Flares. Janie and Davey. Who else y'all got? Drop some names. Dev for those chords over the C bass line. Kevin Johnson, Davey and Janet. Devin, there's a couple Devins, a couple KJs. All right, let's throw Devin up there. Let's throw KJ up there. Keith, Kenneth. Oh, who Kenneth was Ken? Was it? It was Ken that did the corporate one, right? We gotta throw that corporate joint up there. We gotta throw that corporate joint up there. He nailed that to a T. We got KJ. But there's a Ken and a Kenneth, right? I think those are two different people. Ken Stavis and then Kenneth. Ken Stavis did the corporate one. Let's put Ken up there. All right. Who goes first? We have one from Miguel too. All right. Let's do pre-MVP. Let's do Michael Connor. And then we're going to kick it off with the newest inductee, Janelle. She can produce anything. Costa. Where's that there we go. Disclaimer for newbies here at Sync. Already I know where this is going. Here at Sync Producer Hub, you're not a producer, you're family. Our ethos created our MVP ambassadors who are ready to help on your Hubster journey. Lines may be busy, but call again. Hilarious. All right. Pre-MVP, I need y'all to drop some strings in the chat. Because we about to play Michael McConnor's music. Now, I know I seen it, too. I seen it. There's Miguel. We're going to come back to Miguel. There we go. He says, what's good, everyone? Hello. Hello again from jolly old England. Clint, your accent last week was hilariously spot on. I thought this was the week we were dropping our first submit. It was. To the review show. So I found the V3 MP3 of Fire of Desire, first submitted in February of 2022. We've been doing this long? How have y'all allowed this? How have you allowed this carrying on for 4+ years? This is insane. I was going to drop the original version without drums, but want to honor the tradition. Looking forward to revamping and shortening it for Sync. Glad for the feedback and journey of the evolution. Let's check it out. Ooh, excuse me. The purgatory. Your mixes have improved since 2022, Michael. This is the origin of the voter fraud. Woo. Yeah, amazing arrangement. Love that melody or motif. What was that? Days of Our Lives? What was that soap opera? That's what that reminded me of. Guiding Light. It was one of those. Oh yeah. James Bond. Yeah, it feels like a movie for sure. So true. Legendary. Young and the Restless. Exactly. That is exactly why I remember it. I don't know why I used to watch that. She used to call them the stories. Yeah. That arrangement still goes hard though. Oh, there it is. Nadia's theme. Boom. So it was Young and Restless. That's a beautiful piece of music though. I'm not gonna lie. Dope. I love it. Indeed. Good luck with the move, man. It's funny nobody knows which soap opera, but knows what he's talking about. That's how powerful the music is. Like, you'll remember the music before you remember the title. That's wild. Especially something that was yeah, it was just something you knew. Even if you didn't watch it. Like, you hear that intro, that theme song. All right. So that was Michael's. All right. Janelle, what we're doing a target sign, I think, right? Drop them targets in the chat if y'all ready for this Janelle track. I gotta see. I'm gonna make note of that. I know a sing producer who's got some tracks on that show. Yeah, man. Right. I wonder how long they even spend on the title. Finding the right title. All right, I'm seeing target emojis. Let's go. Says, what's up, everyone? Not sure if I've shared this in here before, but figured I'd drop it anyway. A dark and suspenseful cinematic tension track driven by haunting textures, pulsing rhythms, and evolving orchestral elements. It builds a sense of unease and anticipation, making it ideal for thriller scenes, psychological drama, investigative storytelling, and high-stakes moments. Let's go. Welcome to the MVP Lounge. This is tense. That sound with the dissonant note. Right. Take my headphone off. Make sure I can hear everything. Oh wow. This is a lot. There's a lot happening. What's that? Bread? Y'all be using emojis I've never seen. Facts. Sheesh. That is Janelle, our newest MVP. Those drums were feeling real flairish in terms of intensity. I'm just saying. Good work on that. Ballet shoes. I don't know. It looks like bread. And I mean, it may be just because I'm hungry, but it definitely looks like 2 loaves of bread. One is bent. But yeah. Let's go. Who we got next? Miguel. Back again with some tropical energy. That means it's time to drop those palm trees. Drop the palm trees in the chat. So we can play Miguel's track. A masterclass indeed. I'm telling you, dude, every time I hear y'all's tension stuff, it makes me like want to go make some. I love that mysterious. I don't think I've done anything like that. Like with Janelle and Jason, like this kind of suspenseful, dark. I haven't done anything like that. So I want to do that because it seems fun. All right, I'm seeing palm trees. Let's go. Miguel giving us that tropical energy. Caderas.
Yeah. Whoa. Se metió. La música en ti tomó control de cada parte de tu cuerpo y se armó el party. Let's call everybody. Ya está ready para el descontrol. Mueve la cadera, tera, 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 tera. 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 Llama a tu amiga, nos vamos en el car y prendemos la radio escuchando a Fornari. Ya yo me imagino el paré, meneando todo tu pared. Izquierda, derecha, menea. Derecha, izquierda, vamos otra vez. Es muy sencillo, te lo digo. Es más fácil que dar un suspiro. Solo tienes que menear cadera. Existe solo una manera. Izquierda, derecha, menea. Derecha, izquierda, vamos otra vez. Mueve la cadera, tera, 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 tera. Mueve la cadera, tera, 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 tera. Mueve la cadera, tera, 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 tera. Mueve la cadera, tera, 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 tera.
izquierda, derecha, menea. Derecha, izquierda, vamos otra vez. Sergio, la música en ti tomó control de cada parte de tu cuerpo y se armó el party. Let's call everybody. Ya están ready para el descontrol. Mueve la cadera, 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 cadera. 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 Mueve la cadera, 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 cadera.
No, I don't. Oh man, I'm just rocking to it, man. I have no idea what's being said. Oh wait, here we go. Party, let's call everybody. He went English for like this line. I don't know if that was intentional or not. He like snapped into English for a second. Shout out to Miguel, man. All right. It was always a vibe. So we can translate it here. See, we have technology these days. Let's see, translate selection to English. He got in. The music in you took control from every part of your body in the party. Let's call it put. Now, sometimes these translations get crazy because words switch order in Spanish. So they are ready for lack of control. Move the jihip, the jihip, dara. Did it translate this? Our translation failed. Call your friend. We're going to the Yaris. We turn on the radio, listen to Fernaris. I already imagine the party wagging all your body. Left, right, wags, AA. Right, left, vamo H, another ve. Yeah, bro, this translation is this is not effective. All right, let's see. Somebody said Flair submitted something. Let's scroll to the bottom and see if we do indeed have a Flair's submission. Drop some flames in the chat. I'm not saying that again. I don't understand what these things exactly. These things are replacing humans. It can't get the translation right. Now imagine me going up to somebody thinking I really done translated something and I try and say it back to them. They're going to be looking at me crazy. It's insane. All right. That's how they wrote it. Kim, that's how they wrote it. All right. Mark Flair's Allen with another one. It's called Graphite, a video game trailer. Let's check it out. Ooh, panning. Sheesh. She didn't even take the ballet shoes with her. insane. So let's break down this escape plan from Kimberly here. So she hopped on the rocket. From the rocket, she got off the rocket, ran to a plane. She took several flights and then ran from the plane. Is that another plane? Landed, took off, got on another plane in midair, apparently, because there's no running in between these two planes, and then hopped on a helicopter. She's out of here. She's never to be seen again. All right. Shout out to Flares, man. I really want videos with all Flares submissions. I know the videos take things to another level. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It ran back into Flair's track. All right. Let's see what this poll is looking like. Let's see what the conclusion is. It is Janie and Davey. Janie and Davey walks away with the win tonight. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that submitted. Dang, I sent the rough. That was the rough version. See, these are the things. These are the things that boggle my mind. We hear the rough version and be like, "Oh, that's ready to go." What is the final? What level is that on? Insane. The rough version. All right. Oh, Jason. So Jason he's doing a special live stream tomorrow. He's breaking down some of his production. So definitely tap in Jason Dowdy Music's channel. And then the link will be in the community as well on a calendar. Tune in for that. If you have not gotten your Shades of Sync ticket, grab that because we're shutting registration down after this weekend. So you got like 2 more days to grab that before we shut it down. And then when we open it back up, the price is going to be more. And yeah, remember, first 100 people to get tickets, get access to get their music getting reviewed and things like that. So it's gonna be dope. Tap in shadesofsync.com. If you're not a member of the Sync Producer Hub, tap in because inside Sync Producer Hub, you're not just a producer, you're family. I should play that. I wish I had. Wait, hold on. Do I still have it? I wish I had it. If I had it, I would just play. I would play the music. Yep, I don't have it. All right, that's it, man. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.